Hey you guys, what is up? My name is Karen, aka cakedbybabyk, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another Halloween tutorial, probably my last one of the season, and we're doing it on this really glam clown look. I really wanted to do something different than what everybody else was putting out there. I hadn't seen anybody do like a super glam, like gold, a car outside my apartment honking its horn. Anyways, I really wanted to do something different than what everybody else was doing, so I pulled together this really like gold, glamorous, like ethereal looking clown, and without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. So I've already got my brows done and I've primed my eyelid with the Instant Age Rewind Concealer from Maybelline. This is like my new obsession for priming my eyelid. I feel like it's so perfect for creating an even base that's just tacky enough to have the shadow stick down to it. So I've really been loving this lately. I've actually been reaching for that over my P. Louise makeup base. So we're just gonna blend this out. And we're gonna go in with the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. This palette has a lot of nice golds and neutral colors, nice muted tones, so we're gonna go in with this. I'm just gonna do something more simple for the eye look because we are going to be glamming up the rest of the face. I'm going to go in with Burnt Orange right here, and I'm just gonna take that on a fluffy BH blending brush. And we're just gonna build this up in the crease. Then I'm gonna go in with Sienna on that same brush. We're just gonna deepen out that crease. Make sure to take it in all the way to the inner corner. And then I'm doing like small circular motions out on the edges. I'm gonna raise my eyebrows a little bit and then try and extend that into the tear duct area, and then also towards the outer V of the eye. And again, dipping into Burnt Orange ever so lightly, and then just blending out the rest of those edges. And I'm actually going to take a clean brush. This is the Sigma Tapered Blending E35. And we're just gonna go in and just buff that all out. I love going in with the clean brush because since there is no product on it, it just blends everything together a lot better. So now I'm gonna go in to the shade Glistening and Fairy. I think I'm gonna mix those two just on my finger, and I'm going to apply that from the inner corner all the way about to like the middle of the eye. So we're just going to dab this lightly. These two shades are so stunning and easy to apply. They're so buttery. They're like the softest shadows I've ever used. Okay, so now that we've got that done, I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of Burnt Orange and kind of just blend all that together. And same with Sienna. And I'm actually going to take Sienna on this Morphe E36, and I'm just going to deepen out the inner V of my eye. And once again, just taking that BH brush and just blending everything out. I actually think I'm gonna take Glistening and Fairy again and just like amp up this sparkle right here. And now I'm going into Cypress Umber, which is this rich, dark brown. I'm gonna take it very, very lightly on that E36 brush from Morphe, and we're just gonna pack this on at the outer V of the eye. And again, taking that BH brush and blending everything out. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the eye look. I'm gonna do the other one off camera and I will be right back. So now that we have our eyes done, we're gonna do the face first before we do anything else. So I'm going in with my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. This is in the shade Neutral Buff. If you guys haven't seen my review on this, I will link it down below. I absolutely love this foundation. I cannot stop using it. and I've used like, look how much I've used up already. And before I apply my foundation, I'm going to prime my face. I'm using the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I absolutely love this primer. I think it's my favorite at the moment. Okay, so now I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium Beige, and I'm just going to apply this underneath the eye and wherever else that I like to conceal. And you guys have seen me do this like a million times, so I'm just going to speed through this. So I went ahead and did the rest of my eyes, and I popped on some bronzer and some powder. I also finished underneath my eyes just to complete the look, and now we're going to get into the fun part. So again, I'm just taking my soft Glam palette, and I'm going to dip into the shades Burnt Orange and Rustic right here, and I'm just going to take that on my City Color CC E07 brush. It's like a flat shader brush, and very lightly, I'm just tapping off any excess product I have on the brush. I'm just going to outline the shape that I want my little like thingies to be. What are those called? I don't even know. And I'm also connecting it to the shadow that I have underneath my eye already. And it doesn't have to be super precise because we are popping some glitter over top of this. And I really like using this brush because if you use it like this and you have all the shadow at the top of this brush, it's just going to blend everything out for you, and you won't have like those gross lines of demarcation. And when you do this side, I would suggest like flipping it over so it can have that same effect. And now that that's basically done, we're just gonna do all four right here. And you want to keep your face like level. You don't want to tilt or anything because you do want these two and these two to be even. So I wouldn't like cock my head or anything because that's going to throw you off a little bit. I'm just going in with a super, super light hand. And then we're going to like blend out those edges. This whole look that we're going for is super soft and pretty. We're going for a pretty clown. Now that we have these little sharp things, again, I don't know what to call them, we are going to fill them in with some glitter. I am using the PUR glitter. I'm not exactly sure what this is called, if they're like eye glitters or something. I've used these on my eyes and they're absolutely amazing. The sparkle on this is like, oh. So this is in the shade Visionary. It's a very, very like pale gold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to take this applicator out, and it's like a little small plastic applicator. I'm going to apply some on my hand. Just look at that. It's just so pretty. And I'm gonna take my ring finger and just dab it in there. The reason we're using the ring finger is because it has the least amount of strength. And we're just going to apply this right inside these little horn things. And it's okay if you cover that outline that we just laid down because we can always just go back in and fix it. Just going for like a really, really like messy look. This in no way has to be like perfect. Just look at that. Isn't that so pretty? And here, I'm just like being super messy with it. I don't want to be like a structured clown. I want to be like a free, fun-loving, pretty clown. I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. Okay, so now that we laid that down, I'm gonna go back in with my Soft Glam palette, and we're just going to bring that little outline back. And you can even like swirl your brush just to get like a nice like messy blended effect, which is what I'm doing. So now that we have that done, I'm actually going to go in with this liquid Fairy Lights by Pixi Beauty, and this is in the shade SunRay. I'm just going to dab this all over that glitter that we already applied, because this has more dimension. There are different types of glitter in here and different sizes of glitter. So it's really gonna pack that extra oomph into everything and make everything stand out a little bit more. Now going into the Soft Glam palette again and that same BH brush, I'm just gonna dip into Burnt Orange and Rustic, and we're going to just make like a little angry brow. Just kind of like blend what we have right here in the inner corner and just blend it up. Just like flicking that up to get that nice blend. And we're actually going to contour the nose with this, because why not? And you can even like blend that all together right here. We're gonna highlight some portions of our face. So this is the JCat You Glow Girl highlight in Moonlight. I absolutely love these. They're some of my favorite formulas. So we're just gonna take this on a small Morphe M558 brush, just like a really small fan brush. We're just gonna hit the tops of the cheeks. And you kind of wanna go next to this little like thing right here and just kind of bring that down. We're gonna take this down our nose as well. Ooh, just look at that nose highlight, it's so pretty. And also we're gonna do underneath the brow. Look at that highlight, it's so pretty. I know there's like a bunch of product in our brows, but don't worry, we're gonna fix it. And then now we're going to go into the lips. We're actually not gonna use a lip product, we're gonna use an eyeshadow product. This is the e.l.f. Molten Liquid Eyeshadow in Liquid Gold, very fitting. And we're actually just going to apply this all over the lips. And we're just gonna do it like super messily. And we're going to apply, again, a little of this on the back of my hand. Again, we're taking that ring finger and we're just gonna go past that lip line. And you want this to be nice and blended. Don't want any harsh lines. And you're just gonna wanna like take this out to like a point. Cause you know, most clown lips are like pointed. We're even gonna go so far as to dab this on our nose. We don't wanna blend this out completely because I do want that like circular clown nose. Just gonna press it in there. Also gonna take that PUR glitter again, and we're just gonna apply a little bit onto our lips, and we're just gonna put it just in the center to give it a little highlight because the PUR glitter is a little bit lighter than this e.l.f. one. And again, we're gonna put the PUR glitter on our nose. And I'm also going to take this on the inner corner of my eyes. Kind of blend everything together. Like I want this to be like a super messy an ethereal looking clown. I'm also going to go back into this highlight, and we're just going to dust like the tops of this area here. I'm going to bring it up a little bit higher. Again, this look should be like super, super messy. If it looks structured, you're doing it wrong. Our brows are looking a little bit wonky just because all this glitter on top. So I'm going to take a spoolie and just spoolie them out before we add any brow gel, just to get all that excess glitter off of there. I'm going to fill in some parts where the glitter got a little bit too much. It's taking away from the effect of our brow. And now I'm going to take the Benefit Gimme Brow and just run that through. Now I'm going to set my face with the MAC Fix Plus Goldlite. Since we're doing this whole gold glitter glam type of clown, I thought it would be super nice to lock it in place with the Goldlite because it does have gold reflex in it. I think it'll add that extra like, ugh. So we're just gonna set the face. I love the smell of Fix Plus. Like, anybody else love the smell of Fix Plus? Because I do. Makes me feel like so bougie. So now that we have almost our full face on, it's time for some lashes, and this is the part where we kind of get somewhat crafty. I have a whole big box of like cheap-ish lashes from when I first started doing makeup, and I got these on Amazon. It's like 70 pairs of lashes. So I'm taking these little wispy looking ones, and they are a little bit too long, so I'm gonna cut them down a little bit. But when I cut them, I'm going to save the parts, like this little guy right here, because we're gonna put them on the bottom as well. So we're just gonna trim these. So I'm taking like that much off right there. This is what I always like to do when I trim my lashes. I always save the ends because I can use it for something else. We don't waste up in here. Now what we're gonna do is we're actually going to paint them gold. So I'm using that same e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna take them and just start like applying that onto the lash. And you can totally do this with like spray paint or any other shadow you might have. I just think it's really easy to do like a liquid shadow. Now that we've painted the lash, I applied some glue on it, and it's easier if you use like some tweezers so you don't get the shadow all over your hands. But now I'm just bending it to a shape where I want so it can fit my eye better. And I'm just gonna take the tweezers, hold them like this, and then just apply them. And I'm going in with like all the liquid glitters that we had, and I'm just going to apply this like mascara onto the lashes just to get the underside and make it like a little bit more gold. Alright you guys, so I have popped on the rest of the lashes, and if you can see, they're pretty gold. I just applied like all of the glitters that I had, and I just applied them onto my lashes before and after application. So I painted them, I stuck them on, and then I like went through the lashes like mascara basically. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I have like these little things down here as well, like the bottom lashes. And that is basically it for this tutorial. This is the final look. Thumbs up if you're a fan of this type of look. I really wanted to do something different. Everybody's been doing the clown look, and I just wanted to make it really pretty instead of gory and gross. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good, and I will see you guys in my next video.